What is up, everybody? T. Russ, what's good, man? What's good, gang? How you doing, bro? Glad to see you in the chat, man. I appreciate you coming through. I got 10 people in here already, bro. We're about to go crazy, bro. People been talking a lot of shit about Lamar, man. I'm not having a filter today, bro. No filter today, bro. No filter at all. None. I ain't rocking with a filter today, man. We keeping it a buck today because a lot of people got a lot of shit to say about Lamar, bro. They got a lot to say about him saying F, throwing the ball, this and that. They just don't understand football. They don't understand. I'm going to wait for some people to come in here. I can't get started until some more people get in here, bro. How are you guys doing today, though? Y'all having a good day? It's a game day. We get to see some Ravens football. It's a game day. Y'all having a good day. I'm going to wait for some more people to get in here. We're about to talk a lot. Not real a lot. You damn right. A bunch of shit talkers. That's all they are. That's all they are. They got a lot to talk, but they can't back it up. They cannot back it up. That's a common theme whenever it comes to Lamar Jackson. A very, very common theme when it comes to Lamar Jackson. They like to say a lot. The Ravens play football today. Man, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Let me – which one y'all like? Block? I rock with the block. I think that one's cool. We got 36 people in here. How you guys doing? Your last tweet explains yeah. It's like, hey, what'd he say? Like telling Curry, stop shooting threes. It makes no sense, right? Would you tell LeBron to win a game from not going to the rack? You got an easy lay, Bron. Don't take it, though. Only shoot threes. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, bro. Nick Wright, I'm going to go in on him, too. That bit. Let me calm down. 42 people in here, man. I appreciate every single one of you guys coming and watching. You guys probably got busy days. Y'all getting ready for the game. Y'all got stuff to do, but you took the time to come join. Man, I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate all you guys. But, yeah, it don't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Just simple as that. It don't make sense. I'm gonna wait for some more people to get in here, man. I've been trying to contain my energy. I've been trying to contain it. And for all y'all that don't know, I'm in Ohio right now, man. I wore the El Freaky. Where's the El Freaky at when you need it? It's back there. I wore that El Freaky today to work. I work at a gym. I'm a personal trainer, by the way. I wore that El Freaky. You should have heard them. Steelers fans, Bengals fans, Browns fans. I had a darn Patriots fan talking crap. A Patriots fan? The hell are they talking? I was like, what are you talking about, bro? You got Jacoby Brissett as your QB. Shut up. Trying to come up to me and say, oh, I hope the Ravens lose. I'm not even going to say I hope the Patriots lose. We know that's going to happen. But we got 52 people in here, guys. I'm going to get started. So as a lot of you guys know, there's been a tweet going around. Not even a tweet. It's just been a conversation of Lamar saying F throwing the ball. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. Wholeheartedly agree. Lamar Jackson on how he feels now. I wish I was feeling like this body-wise in the AFC Championship. We would have won the game. With me hurting, I know if my legs were good, we would have won that shit. We wouldn't even had to throw the ball. F throwing the ball. And I 100% agree. I don't know how you guys feel about Lamar Jackson and him running the ball. I don't know how you guys feel. I know we still got a lot of old school people who don't want to see him run the ball. They want to say, okay, Lamar, I want you to only use half of your God-given ability. I want you to do what you aren't best at. You can run the ball better than any quarterback in NFL history. But we want to see you win without doing that. We want to see you win without running the ball. Even though you're the best all time, there's not a single person that is better than Lamar Jackson at running the ball from the quarterback position. I don't care what anyone says. You can bring up stats, you can bring up whatever. There's no one better. Mike Vick, throw him out the window. Cam Newton, throw him out the window. Josh Allen, don't even put him in the conversation. There is no one better than Lamar Jackson at running the football in the NFL from the quarterback position, ever. No one. But for some reason, a lot of these media analysts want to see Lamar succeed by not doing what he's best at. And like my guy T-Russ said, it's like telling Curry to win without shooting threes. Even though Curry's the best three-point shooter of all time, there's no one better. Do you see people giving him crap about shooting threes? No, you want Curry to take 50 threes a game, right? Because if Curry takes 10 threes, he's making probably 5 of them. Correct? If you're going against Matt Stafford, you don't want him to throw the ball, right? Because you know what's going to happen. He's amazing at throwing the ball. Patrick Mahomes is amazing at throwing the ball. Aaron Rodgers is amazing at throwing the ball. And don't get me wrong, I think Lamar's up there with him when it comes to arm angles, throwing darts, throwing into tight spaces, going deep. If you look at if you just watch him play, he's up there with the best. There's not many people better than him. There isn't. And when people sit here and say, we want to see Lamar win without running the ball, it's like trying to handicap him in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what he does. That's what got him this far. That's what got him to where he is running the ball. He's different. He doesn't win by just throwing the ball. Those days in the NFL, just throwing the ball, sitting in the pocket, they're over. And I think I can speak for a lot of Ravens fans when I say I've been wanting Lamar to run the ball more. We see him sit back in the pocket 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds, not touch, and he's just sitting there like he has a point to prove, like he wants to show people he can throw the football. Guess what? This year, screw him. Don't listen to it. Run the ball. I hope he goes off for 200 rushing yards tonight, bro, because I don't understand why people want to sit here and see Lamar win from just throwing the ball. It's because they're scared of his running ability. They don't want to admit it, but they're so scared of his running ability. If they weren't, then they would be sitting there letting him run. No, you see every single team, they want to make Lamar pass. And then when he does pass, they want to say, oh, well, he can't win if he doesn't run the ball. Would Patrick Mahomes win if he couldn't throw the ball? If you put Aaron Rodgers on a team and you said, hey, Aaron, don't throw the ball. We just want to see you run. Don't throw it once. Don't throw the ball at all. We just want to see you run the ball. How do you think that's going to go for Aaron Rodgers? It's not going to go good, right? It's not, because it's not how he plays. Lamar Jackson is the best. Dre, greatest dual threat quarterback of all time. There's no one close to him. So people want to sit here and say, oh, Lamar's admitting he can't win without running the ball. That's what he's best at. Why wouldn't he want to run? He needs to run the ball more. That's what we have been wanting Lamar to do. I get he wants to throw the ball. People want to see Lamar throw the ball. Guess what? Go back to the Lions game this past season if you want to watch him throw the ball. Go back to the Colts game in 2021 if you want to see him throw the ball. Go anywhere. You can see him throw the ball all the time. He is right up there with the best when it comes to throwing the rock around. But people want to sit here and say, oh, him running, oh, it's so bad, this and that. No, bro, stop listening to that outside noise. Leave him back there. Stop listening to the outside noise because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That outside noise, what people think about running the ball, I want them to completely disregard everything people have said and only run the ball. That's what I want them to do. I want to see Lamar go crazy this year. At first, I wanted Lamar to pass. Screw it, bro. Lamar, go crazy, please, for the love of God. Please go crazy running the ball, because these media analysts who be taking quotes, making them misleading, and then using them for what they want you to hear, and then people sit there and believe it, screw them. Run the ball. Go run the ball. There's no reason not to at this point. These people want to sit here, and they want Lamar to win just how they want him to. They want him to do exactly what they want to do to win. But whole time, Lamar's just different. He runs the ball. He's never had an agent, which people are still pressed about. People forget about that all the time. 90% of the media doesn't like Lamar simply because he does not have an agent. They can't get the inside scoop on Lamar, and they hate that. They don't want, why would anyone in the media want that? They don't want it. They want to be able to say everything that they can. Oh, Lamar said this. We have this inside information about Lamar Jackson. We found out this about Lamar, but they can't. They want to do it all this time, but they can't. And they hate Lamar because of it. They couldn't get anything during the contract negotiations. They can't get anything pregame. They can't get nothing out of Lamar, and they hate it, which is why 90% of the media does what they do in the first place. They hate him because of it. But now you got people doing this, taking these quotes and saying, oh, Lamar's admitting he can't win without running. Take anybody's best ability away and see what they do with it. Anybody in the history of the football league. That's like telling Derrick Henry, hey, Derrick, I want you to not take a single rush this whole entire year. I only want you to catch deep passes. I want you to go line up at X, Derrick Henry, go line up at Hex, and go run a streak. Go run a streak. That's the only thing you can do, and I want to see you do that. If you don't, then you suck. Now, does that make sense? Does that make sense? Is it just me, or does that make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. It never will make sense. So when you sit here and you try to get a player to play how they want him to play, it makes no sense. And I can't stand it. I'm tired of it. We've had to sit here and watch Lamar go through all this. The Ravens have gone through so much because they got media on their necks 24/7. They want to say Lamar isn't a top three quarterback in the league, but they talk about him 99% of the time. They don't talk about Mahomes anymore. They don't talk about any quarterback. All you see now is Lamar Jackson, yet they don't rate him high. They want him to play how they want him to play. They don't want him to use what he can use because they know what will happen once he does. Stop listening to the outside noise. I want to see Lamar run for 200 tonight. I know he's not going to do it. I'll admit it now. I don't think he's going to. But run the ball. He needs to run it more. And before I say this, no more QB design runs. I'm not saying do more of those. I don't really like them in the first place. The QB design runs, I don't mess with them. I know some people do. I don't mess with them. But when you're sitting in the pocket 5 seconds just trying to see someone get open, Lamar, run the ball. Run the ball, please. I've been saying it for so long. And I see so many other people bringing it up too. They're like, man, Lamar's sitting back there. Why isn't he running the ball? He's sitting back there, but he's not moving. He's the best at scrambling, but he's not doing it. And it doesn't make sense to me. It's just holding the team back, man. And then you get stuff like this that comes out, and people are sitting in here, oh, Lamar, he's admitting he can't do – man, shut up, man. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. I don't care what anyone says. It doesn't make sense. If you take any quarterback in the National Football League and tell them not to throw the ball or tell them not to do what they're best at, that's like it just doesn't make sense to me, and it never will. It never will. Lamar's different, and they hate it. They hate that Lamar's different. And, man, I hope I don't sound like too much of a Lamar fanboy, but, man, I understand football. That's one thing I do. I understand football. And if you're good at one thing, don't shy away from it. Embrace it. And embrace that you're the best at doing what you're doing and use it to your advantage, because it's going to get to a point where teams are going to have to lock in on it so much. Why do you think the 2019 team was so good? And I know it's a completely different offense. It's completely different. Lamar has evolved so much since then, and he wants to throw the ball. I completely understand that, but, man, like he said, F throwing the ball. We need Lamar to be Lamar. And in order for Lamar to be Lamar, he needs to run. We saw it in the last AFC Championship game. They didn't run. They didn't run the ball. Imagine hearing that the Baltimore Ravens, who have been historically great at running the ball, had an AFC Championship game on their home field and refused to run the ball. It don't sound right, right? No, it doesn't. It doesn't sound right. So what I want them to do is correct their mistakes that they've been having in the past and run the ball. He is the greatest dual threat QB ever. And, man, I got to bring it up again, man. It's like telling Curry to stop shooting threes. It doesn't make sense. Play to your strengths. Don't let a team play you to your weakness. What does it do good for you? What good does it do by having a quarterback who is the greatest runner ever not run the ball? That gets rid of half your offense out the window. You're not going to run the ball. Okay, let's throw half of your potential out the window. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. And I see so many people going off of this and keep going off of it. And it's infuriating for someone that truly understands football. You just can't do it. Yet whole time there's players, and it's no hate to any type of player like Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, any of them, but they don't get any type of criticism for what they do. And Lamar don't even run half as much as them. That's the craziest part. Lamar don't even run half as much as Josh Allen. He don't even run half as much as Jalen Hurts. Yet they sit here and you don't hear nothing about them, right? They ain't even won nothing. What have they won? So can y'all tell me what they won? Can y'all tell me what have they done in the National Football League that Lamar Jackson hasn't? Lose an AFC championship? What, Jalen went to the Super Bowl? Oh, wow. Joe Burrow went to – it doesn't make sense, man. It doesn't make sense at all. I don't care about what people are saying, man. The Ravens got to get back to their roots. Run the ball. That's all they need to do, man. There's too many people that are out here trying to tell people how to play. People as in Lamar, how to play football because they don't want him to play how he really should play. I just want Lamar to go out there and be great, man. Go out there and run the ball. Derrick Henry, give that dude 40 rushing yards or 40 rushing attempts. 40. Big guy, D. Henry, have him like this. Give him the ball. I don't give that man the ball. I want to see them run it more than they ever have. Just because of this quote. Just because of this quote. I wish I was feeling like this today. And another part of this. I've heard a couple people mention that Lamar had something going on at the end of the season. Something is in a nagging injury. Now, I don't know if this injury occurred halfway through the season. I don't know if it occurred in the beginning of the season. I don't know if it occurred in the game. I don't know when the injury occurred. But I've heard multiple people bring up that Lamar wasn't himself during that AFC Championship game. Not even in the Texans game either. I heard it started before the Texans game. And even though he had 2 rushing touchdowns, broke records in that divisional round that people want to erase from their mind because they just refuse to believe Lamar Jackson had 4 touchdowns himself in a divisional round and 100 rushing yards and 100 passing yards and was the first person to ever do it. They want to completely forget that game. They don't want to know that game because it proves that Lamar could – they don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about it. But I see so many people that they just don't understand. And I'm telling y'all, if Lamar was somehow hurt, and it not even hurt, just had something going on, nagging injury, something, I can't wait to see what he's like today. If Lamar was doing that last season with a nagging injury, because, I mean, he said it himself. In the AFC Championship, we would have won the game. With me hurting, I know if my legs were good, we would have won that shit. So he's clearly saying he was hurt doing something. I don't know what it was. I'll say it again. I don't know what it was. But I am telling y'all, if Lamar is 100% healthy and he's down to 205 pounds, I want that man to go break the regular season rushing record again. I don't care. I want him to do it. Just so people can keep saying he's a running back. And then I want him to go to a Super Bowl and then put up 200 rushing in the Super Bowl just so people can say, oh, he didn't win it by throwing. That's what I want people to say. Because at that point, they have to accept it. It's no matter what they say about him passing the ball, even though if they clearly watch the game, the man is on a completely different stratosphere when it comes to throwing the ball. I don't know if there's anyone in the league that can throw straight up darts like Lamar Jackson. Show me. A-Rod, he can do it. But when it comes to throwing darts, I don't know if anyone's doing it like Lamar. I'm sorry, but I don't know if anyone is. And people want to disregard it all they want. They want to ignore it because they don't want Lamar. He's different. He's not giving us the inside scoop because his mom's his agent. They hate him for it. They hate him. They hate him for it. It's simple as that. I won't understand it. I never will. But what do you guys think about Lamar's quote? Me? I think it's real. And I don't understand why people would disagree with it. Especially when every single Ravens fan that I know commented on the AFC Championship game and looked at John Harbaugh and was like, what are you doing? So I don't know why there's such an uproar about it. He's the greatest dual threat quarterback ever. Go play like it. Like he said, F throwing the ball. Still, we know Lamar can throw. He's proved it multiple. The man is a 2-time MVP. Do y'all know how hard it is to win an MVP? How many people are in the league right now that have won an MVP? I don't know. We got Aaron. We got Mahomes. We got Lamar. I'm trying to think back of who. I mean, I don't. So it's got to be hard to win, right? Yep, when Lamar wins it, it's nothing. He didn't deserve it. He doesn't impact the game like those other guys, even though he does everything for the Baltimore Ravens. Even though he had Sammy Watkins and Deshaun Jackson's corpse as his wide receiver. I mean, was throwing 70-yard bombs to Deshaun Jackson in 2022. Do y'all realize that? 2022 Deshaun Jackson. If someone would have told me back in 2015 that I was about to witness a 2022 version of Deshaun Jackson catch a 70-something yard pass by Lamar Jackson, I might have slapped you. I might have. Like, that sounds so stupid. But Lamar's had Sammy Watkins, washed. Deshaun Jackson, washed. Des Bryant, washed. It's Odell, washed. That man couldn't stay healthy. This man's on the PUP list now. He can't even run a route. And that was Lamar's wide receiver 2 last year. And man, nothing against Bateman, but he's been hurt. Hollywood was hurt. Hollywood was always hurt. This man got Zay Flowers and Mark Andrews. Those are the only 2 consistent targets he's ever had in his entire career. But they doubt him for running the ball. A 2-time MVP, 2-time first-team All-Pro, has led the league in passing touchdowns, led the league in rushing yards from the quarterback position, has the record for rushing yards by a quarterback in a single season. But people want to see him throw the ball. It doesn't make sense. You can't have it both ways. You can't. It was like a Bills fan the other day. I was arguing with him on Twitter because he said Dalton Kincaid was better than Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely combined. And I said, okay, so you have the best tight end in the league and Diggs, but still can't win. You can't have it both ways. This is the same situation. You can't have it both ways. Lamar is great. He is great at what he does. No one does it better than Lamar. No one is a better dual threat quarterback than Lamar. Throw the stats out the window. Watch him play. See how he impacts the game. No one does it like Lamar, and people hate that. They want him to play off of certain standards that other quarterbacks in the league have never had to play or live up to. And it just does not make any sense to me. It doesn't. It makes no sense at all. I'm getting so many notifications right now for this Chiefs game. But it doesn't make sense. It doesn't. We have 102 people in here. Thank you all for coming in and watching. Today's Thursday. Some of you might be at work getting ready for the game, trying to order food. I appreciate all of you guys coming in here and spending time in here. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Much love to all of y'all. I hope God blesses y'all in a way that you could never even understand. I hope y'all get blessed because I appreciate every single one of you guys being in here. But I just don't understand the type of unrealistic expectations they hold Lamar to. And then the thing that's even worse about this is that you can see NFL players be 100% honest about how they feel, and then they try to ridicule them for it. We know why the Ravens lost in the AFC Championship game. All of us know. They didn't run the ball. You can mention turnovers. You can mention anything. Terrible play calling. not being able to get the ball in certain spots. You can mention whatever you want to mention, but at the end of the day, it all starts with what you do as a game plan. And if you don't stick to that game plan and you don't come prepared with a great game plan, it's never going to go good. So we know why the Ravens lost. Everyone knows why. At least if you understand football, you know why the Ravens lost. In my opinion, there hasn't been a single team in NFL history to give the ball 6 times to their running backs and win a football game. Never. In NFL history. Never. So, but of course, people expect Lamar to do it because he's Lamar. Lamar, oh, you're so great. Go take it. You go take the ball and score 5 touchdowns yourself. And then after you do that, we're going to wipe it from our memory, just like in the Texans game. They completely wiped it from their memory. How many times have y'all mentioned Nick Wright, Stephen A. Smith? Any of them dudes mentioned that Texans game? The craziest part, the Texans beat the Browns by 30. 30. They put up 30 on a red-hot Joe Flacco-led Browns team, and we know what Joe Flacco can do in the playoffs. They beat them by 30, and Lamar said, screw y'all. I'm going to take this book. I'm going to take my bag. I'm going to put it on, and I'm going to just put everybody in it. I'm going to score 4 touchdowns for myself, break so many records, but then right after the game, they act like it never happened. And I know that everyone's going to focus on the negative with Lamar. I know that. I understand that. That's just how it's going to be for his entire career. There's nothing that anyone can do about it. That's just how it's going to be. They don't like Lamar. The media doesn't like Lamar. He doesn't have an agent. He plays different. He's something that the NFL has never witnessed before. He is different, and they don't like him because of it. And there's nothing that we can do. But then we see quotes like this, and people just flip out about it. And then they get me flipping out because I'm in defense. I'm like, man, why wouldn't you want the greatest dual threat quarterback ever to not run the ball? Is there something I'm missing? Is there something that I'm missing? If you had Derrick Henry on your team, are you making him only catch passes out the backfield like CMC? Or are you giving him the ball? You're giving him the ball, right? Because he's one of the best running backs ever. So when you have one of the best dual threat quarterbacks ever and they say that they need to run the ball more, why would you disagree? It just doesn't make sense. It never will. It doesn't make sense, and it never will. And I mean, that's just how it's going to be. It's been like this his whole career. And they hate him for it. But in my opinion, if you're not being hated, then you're doing something wrong. Simple as that. If people aren't trying to talk bad about you and say all these negative things about you, yet they always have you on their mind, then you're doing something wrong. You should want to be hated. Half of the defensive coordinators in the NFL stay anonymous whenever they say anything because they hate Lamar so much because he beats the crap out of them. You see all these anonymous NFC coordinators. I mean, they might as well hold everyone to the same standard. Let's see Derrick Henry just throw the ball. Derrick Henry, you're one of the best running backs ever. Just throw the ball. It doesn't make sense, and it never will. But I'm just rambling at this point, man. We got 117 people in here. I appreciate all of you guys for coming in. All of you guys. Forever will appreciate it. Even if this is the last time you ever watch, man, I just appreciate you. All of you guys. I'm glad I'm able to make content for you guys. I'm glad that I have people in my life that can keep me on the right track to be able to make content for you guys. Give me their opinions. Give me advice on how to do this. I'm new to this. I've been on Twitter for a while, but I'm new to this. And I'm glad that God's put me in situations and put people in my life to help me get better and put out content for you guys and just make y'all's day a little bit better. Give y'all a little bit of entertainment, man. I appreciate you guys so much. Everyone that I interact with, man, I seriously hope that you realize I appreciate you. I appreciate you more than anything. Seriously. Y'all make my day so much better. Even when I got to argue with Zim. I appreciate Zim. He be making me laugh, man. He be making me laugh. I appreciate him. Everyone. Very appreciative of all of y'all. All of y'all. That's all we got for today. I had to come on it. I got up, man. Let me tell you, I got off work. I'm a personal trainer. I have my own business. I train people for a living, a fitness trainer. And I look at my phone and I see like 30 notifications. I look, Lamar Jackson, throwing the ball. Oh, he's finally admitted it. He sucks at throwing the ball. He's so bad at playing quarter. And I'm saying, man, are y'all dead ass serious? Are you kidding me? And that's all they say. So I had to come in defense. I had to set the record straight because some people just don't understand football. That's all it is. They just don't understand, and they expect Lamar to be someone that he ain't. That's all it is. Lamar, go run the ball tonight at 8:20 p.m. Go kill the Chiefs by running the ball. Straight read option. Obviously, I know they're not doing. I know. Calm down. They're not doing it. I know. They're going past that route. But, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the Chiefs game. The Chiefs and Ravens tonight at 8:20. Be safe if you go out. Be safe getting back to where your house is. Be safe getting home. Don't be going too crazy. If you're at the game, don't be getting in fights with Chiefs fans. Just be safe. The world's a crazy place. But I appreciate all of y'all coming through today. 126 people in here. I appreciate every single one of y'all. But y'all have a great day. Have fun watching the game. Go Ravens. Go beat them by 37. I'll see y'all.